Hi dear students, today I am with the continuation of the same topic, computer networking. This is part 4. In this part we are going to learn about internet and its applications. Let us start this our part 4th and the last part of this chapter. So let us start. What is internet? First of all, the question is very simple. Nowadays everywhere each and every person is knowing the internet. They are using it through their smartphones, laptop, PC or any other handheld devices. So what is the internet? Internet is a network of networks. It's a big network which is a combination of small, many thousands, lakhs, crores of small networks that consist of millions of private, public, academic, business and government networks that are linked by various wired, wireless and optical networking technologies. The internet is a global system of interconnected computer to serve several billion users worldwide. The modern internet is an extension of ARPANET, ARPA, Advanced Research Project Agency Network. This was created in 1969 by the American Department of Defense. In 1990, the British programmer Tim Berners-Lee devised hypertext and HTML to create World Wide Web (WWW). That is very well known to we all people in the case of websites and internet. When there is a question of website, WWW has come. The internet carries an extensive range of information resources and services such as interlinked hypertext documents of the World Wide Web (WWW), the communicational infrastructure to support email, chat and transfer of text, images, audio, video, animation, graphics, etc. like so many things. So this internet is worldwide and is used by each and every person nowadays on an average. So this internet we are going to learn. It started by American Department of Defense to carry their secret messages from one place to another place without leaking it, without a reveal to any other person, or we can say unauthorized persons. Let's move ahead. Internet and intranet. Now these two terms I want to explain. This is very important term. Let us see. Internet, though we have just seen, it is used to connect different networks of computers simultaneously. It is a public network, therefore anyone can access the internet. In internet there are multiple users and it provides unlimited number of information to the user. It's a big encyclopedia, we can say big oracle. So through that we can get the information. It's a very big ocean of information. We can collect the information as per our need and wish. Let us see the second term, intranet. So intranet is a type of internet which is used by privately. Internet is publicly can be used, but intranet it is used by privately. It is a private network, therefore anyone can't access this intranet. In intranet there are limited number of users and it provides limited number of information to the users, and that information is secured by password, that is login ID and password. So suppose example, in any company that intranet is there, through that company these all employees of the company can be share that things. Outside of the company nobody can use it. Let us see the difference between intranet and internet. See, there is one table I have made. So internet and intranet, both columns are there. Internet is used to connect different network of computers simultaneously. Intranet is owned by private firms. In internet there are multiple users. In intranet there are limited users. Internet is unsafe, but intranet is safe because it is having user ID passwords. In internet there are more number of visitors, but in intranet there are less number of visitors. Internet is public network. Intranet is a private network. Anyone can access internet. Intranet is a private network, so anyone can't access it. Only authorized people can access that intranet. Internet provides unlimited information. Intranet provides limited information which is useful for that particular company or organization. Let us move ahead to see some internet applications. What is meant by internet applications? Just some services which are provided by internet, which we are using in day-to-day life. First is there very important www, World Wide Web. www or web is a collection of hyperlinked pages accessed through web browser program using hypertext transfer protocol HTTP. Whenever you see that address of the website, in that address bar it is written http:// and then website's name has started. So that is a protocol, HTTP, hypertext transfer protocol. A web page may contain information in form of text, images, video, audio, animation, any kind of information. Next, second is their electronic mail, which is also very popular. Many people are using it. Electronic mail, email. Email allows you to send text messages as well as files as an attachment. Web-based email service is offered free of cost through various portals like Gmail, Rediffmail or Hotmail, etc. Through this email, we can send any image, any graphic, any photo, any text material, PowerPoint presentation, any spreadsheet material, any audio, video, any animation file with the help of this email as an attachment. There is a limitation, 25 MB size should be there of that particular attachment per mail. Then if it is big one, then you can send it through Google Drive or like this way, or you can just make the distribution of those files in 25 MB and then you can send multiple emails. Next is the instant messaging, chatting. It is similar to email except that message is sent immediately to the recipient. It facilitates user to type and send messages to make conversations. It is also called as live chat. You know very well the example is there WhatsApp, Facebook, Telegram. Such kind of applications are there nowadays. Previously Google Talk, Yahoo Bowl, Yahoo Messenger, Reddit Bowl, like these applications are there. Through that you can use that chatting or instant messaging. SMS and MMS, short message services, or SMS is a small text which can be sent to any mobile phone at no cost. Generally this service is used by individuals or any organization to send bulk message to promote a product, advertisement and greetings messages. Some service providers allows multimedia messages, MMS, with which may contain pictures or small video along with the text, GIF, like that videos, animations. This SMS, bulking SMS or bulk we are sending, just like for example in our school when we are sending parents these messages. So that is the way we can send at once to all parents the same message by the school management. Okay, let's move ahead. Some more applications. Video conferencing. Nowadays our teaching is going on through this video conferencing also. So this is video conferencing, means it is an application which allows two or more people at different locations to communicate by simultaneous two-way video and audio transmissions. Video conferencing differs from video phone calls in that it is designed to serve a conference in group of people at multiple locations rather than individuals. With the help of this video conferencing, by any corner of the world, any geographical location, we can have the contact, we have the conversation, that is face-to-face conversation with each other with the help of such kind of video conferencing. Many apps are available on the net. You can download it and you can use it. Mostly for PCs, that Skype was there, that was very famous. Many are there like that. I am not promoting any other app. So many apps you can use it whichever you feel good. which is suitable for you, your device, you can use it. Voicemail, it is also known as a voice message. It is a computer based system that allows user to exchange personal voice messages or deliver voice information relating to individuals, organizations, products and services using an ordinary telephone. The term is also used more broadly to denote any system of conveying a stored telecommunications voice messages, including using an answering machine. Most cell phone services offer voicemail as a basic feature. Next point is also very popular: Voice over Internet Protocol, VoIP. It is technology which allows communication between PC and mobile or telephone using internet at very little cost. Internet Protocol Television, IPTV, allows user to listen music or to see video films on PC using internet. Nowadays we have that examples: Netflix, then this Fire Sticks are there from Amazon Prime, Flipkart videos. Like this, many features are there available, many things are available. With the help of that, we can have to see the videos, we can listen songs, we can watch videos, songs, anything we can use it with the help of internet. Now let's go through that. What is a web page? Web page is a part of website which comprises links to other web pages. It's a small part of a website, just like suppose 20 pages website is there, so that 20 web pages are combined or linked together to each other. Multiple web pages can have the same name if they reside in different documents. It is a content that is to be displayed on the website. It requires less time to develop as it is a part of a website. You can develop as per your own wish these web pages. So many applications, so many softwares are available for that. Even you can take the help of our normal notepad, text pad. With the help of these, you can design the web page through HTML, hypertext markup language. Let's see what is meant by the website now. A website is a collection of web pages with information on a subject, particular subject, like our school's website is there. So in that, so many web pages are there. In those all web pages, our school detailed information, department to department, or particular activity wise, example academic, sports, class wise, this information is filled over there. Website is a cluster of related web pages addressed to a typical URL. These all web pages are combined, linked together to form a big bundle, or it's called as a website, which is having one URL, uniform resource locator, means one website address. It is presented by unique URL. It is a place used to display the content. Usually it takes more time as compared to a web page, because web page means a normal one single page, but website is a combination. It's a combined, or we can say the joining of so many web pages. Sometimes 100 web pages are there, sometimes 200, sometimes 20 web pages. Those are linked together each other. So obviously it takes more space on web and it takes time to getting load. Now let's see what is mean by static web page. There are two type of web pages: static web page and dynamic web page. So let's see first static web page. In the diagram also it is shown web browser to one HTTP request has gone to another, to the web server, and then web server is responding and giving us whatever information we want. So static web pages are very simple. It is written in language such as HTML, JavaScript, CSS, cascading style sheet, CSS, etc. For static web pages, when a server receives a request for a web page, then a server sends the response to the client without doing any additional process. And these web pages are seen through a web browser like Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, like this way. very nice information. In static web pages, pages will remain the same until someone changes it manually. This is the very important thing of static web page. The page will be remain as it is, same. No change will be there at the time of execution on web browser until and unless we are making some changes in that. Let's go for the dynamic web page. The diagram is there in front of you. Web server, HTTP request gone to server, then the calls an application program to respond the HTTP request. As per the request, that some changes are made in that web page and those are sent to the web browser. So dynamic web pages are written in languages such as CGI, Ajax, ASP, ASP.NET, etc. In dynamic web pages, the content of pages is different for different visitors. It takes more time to load than the static web page. Dynamic web pages are used where the information is changed frequently. For example, stock prices, weather information, etc. Even railway reservation, like these places where the information is changes frequently, time to time, hour by hour, minute by minute information is changing. So there dynamic web pages are required, they are must. Let's see little difference between static and dynamic web page. In static web pages, pages will remain same until someone changes it in manually. But dynamic web pages, content of pages are different for different visitors. Static web pages are simple in terms of complexity. Dynamic web pages are complicated. In static web pages, information change rarely. Very rarely changes are there. But in dynamic web page, information changes frequently. Static web page takes time, less time getting load than dynamic web page. But dynamic web page takes more time for loading. In static web page, database is not used, but in dynamic web pages database is used. Static web pages are written in languages such as HTML, JavaScript, CSS, etc. and dynamic web pages are written in languages such as CGI, Ajax, ASP, ASP.NET, etc. So here is that difference between static and dynamic web pages. Let's move ahead little bit. What is the hosting of website? When the website is on internet, that is called as hosting. Somebody has hosted it, like any event we are hosting, like gathering or any birthday celebration, or like this we are hosting, we are managing. So how to manage this website on the net? So who is doing, how we can do it? So web hosting means it is a service that allows organizations or individuals to post a website or web page onto the internet. A web host or web hosting service provider is a business. It is a business that provides the technologies and services needed for the website or web page to be viewed in the internet. It's a big business nowadays. Websites are hosted or stored on special computers. Those are called as web servers. When internet users want to view your website, all they need to do is type your website address or domain name into their web browser, like Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, Firefox, many browsers are available there. Their computer will then connect to your server and your web pages will be delivered to them through the browser. Most hosting companies require that you own your domain in order to host with them. If you do not have any domain, the hosting companies will help you to purchase that domain. It is very simple method, very good. Let's move that. See what is the things, what are the facilities of hosting. When we are hosting the website, when we are giving to anybody to host the website, they are providing us these facilities. Example, FTP files upload. We can upload their number of files. Email accounts, that this company is allowing us or giving us the facility of making email ID of each and every employee. So we can have the specialized email address as per the organization. Then website building tool, they are providing us some tools With the help of that, we can make some changes in our website, or we can develop a new website. Even that, they are providing us website facility also. They can design the website for us, and they are keeping a database, means they are keeping our records also. Suppose some emails are there, some forms are there, some records, some details we want to keep, they can save it on that database and they can host for us. They can give us that service. Let's move ahead to see the web server. Just now I have taken so many times the name web server. Web servers are computers on internet on which web pages are stored. In fact, the website is stored. It is equipped with a program which listens request from the web client, means web browser like Internet Explorer, Google Chrome. From them that request is coming or received and sends web pages. They are giving web pages to those web browsers. The major functions of web servers are serving of web pages on request of browser. Whatever request is come or it's coming by browser, they need to serve it, they need to fulfill that. Then it controlling access and security of the server. No one unauthorizedly and illegally enter in that server to damage anything or to steal the information. And the websites which are highly secret, there the access can be controlled. Only authorized people or users are allowed. Monitoring and logging server access statistics. That is also very important, because how many people have visited that server or that particular website, that monitored, that is checked. Somebody is there to having a check on that, and record is keeping for that. Some most popular web servers are Apache web server, that is open source software for Linux. MS Internet Information Server, IIS, Microsoft companies, and Netscape Enterprise Web Server, etc. So many are available like that. Let us move ahead. Web address and URL. What is mean by web address or website address? A location of a web server is called website, and each web page stored on a website has a unique address called URL, Uniform Resource Locator. Example is there in front of you: http://www.thinkwest.org/aboutus.html. This is one kind of URL, one web address. Okay, it is the general classification. Will do it, or will take it one by one, part wise we will explain it. Now let's see. The structure of the URL is like this way. First is their protocol. HTTP is a protocol, then : then domain name at thinkwest.org, then / directory path, about us, then object name, whatever that, and then .html, that is also thing. So protocol, what is the protocol? Hypertext transfer protocol, means those hypertext connected linked pages are transferring on the net. For that, this HTTP protocol is must. It specifies the type of protocol to be followed by the server. Some commonly known protocols are HTTP, HTTPS, FTP, new, etc. Domain name. What is mean by domain name? It specifies the name of a web server on the internet, including domain name like .com, .org, .mil, .edu, or country domain like .in, .ca, .au, like this way. Directory path. Now it specifies the location of that file or web page on the server, in which directory, in which folder it is kept, that name is there. Then last one is their object name. Now the last file name, about us.html, that is the file which is going to be open there on the web browser. So object, it is the object name. It specifies the name of specific web page like index.html. Let us move ahead to see the communication with web server, how it works. So the internet or www works on client server computing model. In this model, your PC equipped with web browser works as web client. We are the client because we are requesting to the server. We are taking something from server. So we are the client. We are the receiver. And other machine which serves the pages called as the web server. A web server follows some protocols like HTTP, FTP or SMTP. HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol, FTP file transfer protocol, then SMTP simple mail transfer protocol. When web server, web browser, web client request to a HTML pages stored on a remote machine on web server. So that diagram is there. You can see a diagram. Web client browser is requesting a web page to the web server. Then web server locates the file and sends it to the client. The browser displays the web page. Okay. So this way the communication of the web server and web client is going on. Let us see what is mean by the web browser. Let's talk about the web browser. A web browser is an web client program which allows users to access and navigate the World Wide Web over internet. This is a software. With the help of this software, we can see the websites, we can navigate to the net, we can search out some information. It provides an interface to interact with internet. It sends requests to the web server for specified web page and displays as at the client machine. It also maintains history of visited web pages and may provide tools for easy web surfing. Some commonly used web browsers are there: Microsoft Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox, Google Chrome, Opera, WebKit, Safari, then UC browser. So many are there available for using. So let us see the commonly used web browsers. I have their icons are here. I kept here icons. These icons are there of some web browsers. Following are some commonly used web browser: Google Chrome, that photo you can see, first one. Then Firefox, besides of that the fox symbol is there. Then Internet Explorer, which comes along with Microsoft Windows, Safari, Opera, then UC browser. This kind of softwares are available for browsing, web browsing or website C. Now last point is their add-on and plugin. So what is this add-on and plugin? See that whenever we buy any software for our computers, we always want the one that has the most features that are already included. So many features should be included in that, we feel that. But oftentimes the problem with software is either they don't have the right functionalities that you are looking for, or they have too many features that it is impossible to find the one that you are looking for quickly. Sometimes they don't know which features you want, and they have a lot of features, but maybe that is not useful for us. In order to customize the look and feel of their programs, software makers have allowed the use of plugins and add-ons. Afterwards, we can add some features of that particular software. Okay, so that software developers, they are providing us that add-ons and plugins. Okay, like this way you can easily see over here. That's the host application, then services interface, then plugins are there and plugin interface. So by that way our software getting developed. Let's see, plugin and add-ons are two terms that are pointing to the same functionality. They are simply extensions that extends the usability of the program. It just depends on the software maker, means developer we can say, or programmer, on what to call the software extensions of their programs. These extensions could be made by other companies, individuals, or by the software makers themselves. Plugin. Let's see by the one by one thing. Plugin is the term that is usually used when referring to third-party software that is meant to interact with a certain program. Take for example your web browser. You would need to install a plugin called Flash Player in order to play videos. Flash Player is not native to any browser, it is not coming along with any browser, but it is made by a separate company altogether. But this is made by any other company. Many companies they are making it out, means Flash company is making that Flash Player, Like that, so many softwares are made by different third party companies. So it is also compatible with all the popular web browsers like IE means Internet Explorer, Firefox and Opera, or Google Chrome, like this way. So let us see about the add-on. An add-on also extends the functionality of a certain program, but they are usually meant to function on a certain program. Taking the web browser for comparison, add-ons that are meant for Firefox would only work with Firefox, and so would for other browsers. These are usually not full-blown software, but are simply pieces of the code that you can use to modify the interface. As per our own requirement, we can customize it. The most common add-ons for browsers are toolbars. You can understand that Bing toolbar, it comes if we are going to download something, automatically that Bing toolbar comes. Ask toolbar is also there. The most common add-ons or browsers are toolbars, which take a little bit more space and give you instant shortcuts to certain online services. Add-ons are also very prominent in online games like World of Warcraft, where players who have a little know how can create their own add-ons to help other players. So it is just like a guidance. The separation between an add-on and a plugin is not really that clear. They are both made to do specific functions, separate functions that are suited to a certain user's preference. The primary reason why these codes are not embedded into the program in the first place is that they are not really that essential, and while some people might appreciate having that, others might not and find it a nuisance. These are also tools that a software maker can utilize to motivate the members of their community to get involved in improving the software. That is also very important thing. Okay, so by this way I have finished this computer networking chapter. Entire topic is over of computer networking. Tomorrow I will upload some exercises on the same topic. You people have to solve each and every exercise in your notebook. Even this entire presentations PPT, entire a single file, I am going to upload it today only. So that PPT you need to note it down in your notebook very carefully, very seriously, interestingly, and which exercises I will upload later on, that exercises also you have to solve and write in notebook. So this is very important. So here I conclude my lecture by telling you that this computer networking chapter is over. Few practical sessions will be there based on this, that we will come to know when that we will complete it in our computer lab. So till that time, do study very well, watch this video, subscribe it, give me the response on WhatsApp group or my number, so whether you have watched it or not or completed or not, and stay connected with me. If any doubt, any query you have, you can ask me. So till that time, take care, bye bye, stay home, stay happy, stay safe, and do study. Best luck.